Jaspers at 10 continues.
Siena and Manhattan, plenty to like about this matchup. The Jaspers trying to clinch a top seed in the MAC tournament. The Saints might be a 2 seed next week, but also could wind up as a 5th seed. 9,000 on hand, none saintlier than these young ladies. Saintlier? I think I just made up a word. Big hands right there. First half, Siena turns it over. Probably of the year, Luis Flores hits the jumper, stakes the Jaspers to an early lead. Moments later, Saints turn. Michael Haddix. Boy, he's had a phenomenal year. Hook shot goes down within one, 16 points, 12 boards for him. What a year for Tommy Mitchell, too. On the break, easy lay in. Siena out in front. For Karangwa distributing. Still in the first half, Brent Sneezik meets his quota of a dunk per game, but Manhattan led by 5 at the half. Second 20 minutes, Jaspers up 9 when Siena comes all the way back. Mitchell from long range ties the game up. Then Austin Andrews gives the Saints the lead for good with 5 minutes to play. Mitchell would hit 10 of 12 from the line. Huge win for Siena. 72-68. Rich Beck has more.
The Pepsi Arena has been anything but home sweet home for the Siena Saints this year. But perhaps for the first time this season, the Saints truly defended their home court in the second half. Tenacious defense, solid on the offense, especially down the stretch, helping the Saints upset the MAC's #1 team.
We're the defending champions. They're not. We are. And we would determine that, they came in to clinch first place, and we would determine that they wouldn't win a championship on our home floor.
I think that was the main thing. Today we controlled the tempo. Even when we were down, we still had the overall control of the game.
Second half, it all started with defense. We defended the box style, got a lot of defensive rebounds, caused them to force some shots up, and also just crash the board hard and put pressure on them, and that caused us to kind of get over the hump.
This does build confidence. It also helps keep alive their hopes of getting the 2nd seed in the upcoming MAC tournament. They do need some help, but most importantly is taking care of business of their own, beating St. Peter's on Saturday. With the Saints at the Pepsi, Rich Becker, Fox 23 Sports.
All right, Rich, thanks. Huge win there. Iona keeps pace, blowing out Loyola. Colony's Lucius Jordan with 8. Siena does have the tiebreaker with Iona. More basketball, NBA news. The Boston Celtics have reported.
And just a few minutes later, Antoine Jordan would give Siena their first lead of the second half with that triple. 60-59 Siena. Michael Haddix had 16 points on the night. He did a lot of work down on the blocks. Tommy Mitchell hit a few clutch free throws late on his way to 17 points. Siena takes it 72-68.
It felt good. It felt like tournament time. I mean, we're coming up on tournament time. That was a good win for us, but I mean, it felt real good. We've been waiting for that one all year.
This is really the time you want to go on a winning streak. And I mean, the season's not over. The most important games are still ahead of us. Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to the last 3 games of the season.
We're the defending champions. They're not. We are. And we would determine that, they came in to clinch first place, and we would determine that they wouldn't win a championship on our home floor.
NFL news.
Welcome back, everybody. The first place Manhattan Jaspers brought their gaudy 20-5 record to the Pepsi Arena tonight with a chance to clinch the MAC regular season title. But Siena had plenty to play for as well. Over 9,000 fans on hand. Manhattan's Luis Flores, the nation's 6th leading scorer at 25 points per game. He was featured last week in Sports Illustrated, but early on, Brent Sneezik said SI this, the Broad Albany Perth grad, with the slam. Flores, though, is the complete package. As he goes, so go the Jaspers, who led by 5 at halftime. Second half, though, after trailing by as many as 9, Prosper Karangwa got things started. And then when Tommy Mitchell drilled the 3, the game was tied at 55 apiece with 7 minutes to go. Mitchell scored 17. Flores kept firing, though, 2 of his 29 points. Manhattan was back on top. But Antoine Jordan played another big game for the Saints. The freshman from Baltimore gave Siena the lead for good right there. MAC Rookie of the Week, Michael Haddix, a double-double, 16 points, 12 rebounds for the freshman from Philly. The Saints dominated the glass, 40-26. They hit their free throws and rallied to knock off the first-place Jaspers, 72-68.
that's what you practice for all year. You practice for when times get tough to be able to pull it out. So we've been practicing for that, and we're showing that we're pretty good at it. So we're just going to continue to prosper.
It was great to be playing well, to go on a winning streak in December and January, but this is really the time you want to go. You want to go on a winning streak.
Early in the season, we were slacking a little bit, lost a couple games, and we lost them big at their place. So we need to come out here and get our confidence going to the championship and show that we can play with them in the league.
It is Siena's fourth straight win. The Saints are now 17-9 overall and remain tied for third place in the MAC with
on the court tomorrow afternoon in their final home game of the season, 4 p.m. tip against St. Peter's. Saints playing their best basketball in the right time of the year with March Madness coming up. Last night, the Saints overcame second half deficit on their way to a 72-68 win over first place Manhattan. Mitchell, Karangwa, Haddix combined to score 49 points in the win. Now Siena has to get ready for their final regular season game tomorrow afternoon.
We have to come down off this cloud tomorrow and get ready for a big game on Saturday, and we can't take anything for granted. And I thought that's what happened when we beat Fairfield at Fairfield, that we let our guard down, and we'll see if we really have learned that lesson.
Hey, speaking of basketball, Patrick Ewing's number 33 goes to the rafters tonight at Madison Square Garden. In his 15 seasons with the Knicks, Ewing has had many memorable nights at the Garden, and tonight will certainly be another one. Patrick becomes the 9th Knick to have a retired number. Why don't we?